Have you ever heard of a public company restating their ARR? Let's find out in today's edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. My name is Ben Murray. So, we've heard of financial restatements. Maybe we had some bad accounting and we had to restate our historical financials. But I've been doing a lot of tracking of ARR definitions and calculations for public companies because the definition is evolving with our pricing and revenue models. And so, I found one public company on the London Stock Exchange that recently released their quarterly earnings, and they had an ARR statement. And we're seeing this more in press releases where they're defining non-GAAP or IFRS terms in their press release. And so they restated their ARR in their current press release. And this was Celebris Technologies, and they offer digital identity and a data platform designed to capture, contextualize, and activate true first-party data. So let's look at the old ARR definition. So their old ARR definition was the amount of revenue currently contracted at a point in time that is expected to occur within the next 12 months. Okay, that's pretty vague. We don't know what types of revenue streams that are in there, so we have to dig further. And so they said this includes license revenue, cloud support and maintenance revenue, third-party software license income, so reselling, interesting, and then project revenues. So I assume with project revenues, they mean services revenues. So almost sounded like they were throwing in a lot into their recurring revenue bucket. And based on exchange rates, they reported 25 million of ARR in that at that reporting period. Now their new definition. So a little bit more with the details here. So ARR is redefined as the amount of revenue contracted at a point in time. Okay, that's the same, and derived from Celebris software licenses and non-Celebris managed services. So software licenses, managed services that are expected to recur within the next 12 months. And this excludes third-party software license revenue. So now they're excluding that third-party license revenue, which I agree because that's not their IP if they're reselling that, including that in their ARR. Now, key changes here with this restatement of ARR. So they're focusing solely on license revenue and managed services, and now excluding third-party software licenses and project revenue. So I think that's getting to a truer form of ARR. Now, I still have a bit of an issue of including managed services in our ARR number because it's people-powered revenue, but I am seeing that in public company definitions of ARR. So why'd they make this change? Well, they said an adjustment was made to ARR to more closely align with the group's ARR definition and other businesses in similar sectors. Okay, so they're starting to look at how other public companies are defining ARR and want to align with that. So it can be a valuable metric to their investors and Wall Street, you could say. And then they believe this provides the cleanest view for investors as they will value our business and monitor our success in growing our own valuable software revenues. So interesting. And their restatement actually led to a decrease in ARR because they had reported 25 of ARR in FY24. And now they're reporting what the new definition in FY25 at this reporting period, 18.8. And so the report change number from FY24 was 16.5. So throwing around a lot of numbers here, but actually they restated it and it went down. So not in their favor, which you usually don't see in public company press releases. But their ARR is growing 13.9% year over year. So you're seeing this more and more in public companies. I'm tracking all these press releases. So building a nice data set here. So just wanted to show that ARR is getting better in these disclosures and more attention because they feel like this is one of those key KPIs that investors want to see. So with that, I've got a webinar coming up on July 17th. Ray Reich and I are talking about how public companies are defining ARR and calculating ARR. That will be in the show notes. So I hope to see you there. And again, if you find value in these episodes, I would love a review and rating. Take care.